Hi, I'm making this video because I believe I might have found evidence of UFO life and activity. Now, I didn't find the original form of patchwork for the suspected alien base that they found on Mars in the Hale crater, but what I did do is find something in there that collaborates everything, and I'd like to show you what that is and how you can find it. Okay, we'll use my computer to do that, and I'll go shut that down. Now, what I want to bring up is the image of the Hale crater, and how I got that is I downloaded it from the Mars Express link. You go to Mars ESA, European Space Agency, go to Mars Express images. From there, you type in keyword Hale for the Hale crater. Keyword Hale. And now we hit go. Okay. You'll get the crater Hale. What you want is the image perspective looking west. They all have it in it, but this one is the most vivid. And then you download that photo from there and take a look at it in your photo viewer. I have it up right here in mine, and I go in around half, a little under half, zoom to the bottom corner, go down to the bottom corner, there we are. Okay, now here, which I'm going to use for a reference point, is the bottom of the crater mound. Next to that, you have a form of patchwork with vertical lines in it. And the thing about the patchwork is it could all be explained away by satellite imagery. None of that evidence is really usable. But it's not the patchwork that I'm looking at. It's underneath that one form of patchwork that's immediately beside it. If you look down here, you'll get an images with black dots. 6 black dots surrounding one center one. And the reason why that caught my eye is because it appears again right here. Across the black spot, there's another green area. And in a very faint green, you'll see the exact same thing reappearing over here. One in the center with 6 around it. And that's not the only spot. Those aren't the only 2 spots that I found. That same occurrence happening. If you scroll up, there's a very distinct form of patchwork right here. It's of a checkerboard. But that's not what the image that I'm looking at. I'm looking at right beside the patchwork to the right of it. Right beside that checkered board, there's another one of those symbols. 6 with 1 in the center. Then if you scroll up here, right to the very over portion top of the top part of it, you'll see that right here we get the same anomaly showing up again. And there's a form of a checkerboard here that's very, very well patterned into the groundwork. And right beside that, down to the bottom left hand corner, is where that same anomaly reoccurs. I've got to mention that these 3 that I'm pointing at are light green when you're looking for them, or light in color, and the one underneath the vertical checkerboard is dark in color. But they are all the same anomaly with the exact same spacing around it. Now, with that being found, I'd like to say why that anomaly is really important to me in this discovery. Because then when you go back here and we go look up the 1952 report over Washington, I gotta show you something that really caught my eye.
Even less cooperative than the public were the UFOs themselves. Once again, determined to refute all suggestions that they didn't exist. In 1952, the U.S. was hit by a massive wave of UFO sightings, more than 1,500 separate incidents in all, and many more occurred that weren't reported. Those who question why UFOs haven't landed in Washington, D.C. may be interested in what may rank as the most dramatic UFO incident of all. In July 1952, the nation's capital was buzzed by at least 6 UFOs on 2 consecutive weekends. The objects were picked up on numerous civilian and military radars.
Here's the radar.
Fighters were scrambled, but were
Radar
unable
image.
to get near the elusive lights. Photos were taken of the objects. Confidential reports.
There is that image again. And this is a radar image of the UFO's flight over Washington in 1952. And you have an image that is identical to those circles which I'm trying to make reference to inside that patchwork in the Hale crater on Mars. If you take a look, you can find this exact same flight pattern. Their pattern of flight happens to be their pattern of landing. If you look in that crater, you will find this exact 1 in the center and 6 on the outside in a very extreme fashion. Like it's basically, you'll find it, I found it 5 to 6 different times in there. I know 5 for sure. And when you find something like that and it's located by all the individual patchworks, and then you can use this other UFO data to cross-reference it, I think that's something any UFO person that's interested in UFOs can investigate, and something that everybody should take a good look at. And I hope this will help to prove the fact. And thank you. Goodbye.